Hello there. Let's take a look then at what's happening across Europe. It's been pretty stormy through northern Europe for much of the week, and there's more to come into the weekend. The place to be this weekend is the Mediterranean. It's fine and it's relatively settled, particularly the western Mediterranean. But further north, we've got this feed of moisture and weather fronts moving in off the Atlantic, and the wind's very much a feature. They've been affecting Germany, Poland, the Low Countries and into Scandinavia, and Saturday is no exception. Now we'll see some showery outbreaks of rain moving out of Turkey, an improving weather situation here for mainland Greece, for Balkans, for Italy, for France, Spain and Portugal. That's where the dry settled weather is, and temperatures into the mid-20s perhaps for Madrid. But it's wet and windy across the UK. We'll see cloud and some rain threatening into northern France and the Low Countries, and the wind's still very much a feature into Scandinavia. You can see that story continues into Sunday. It stays wet and windy into northern Europe. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Things are likely to improve as we move into next week with an area of high pressure building. So let's take a look at that in a little more detail. Quietening down across London and Paris, as you can see, and warming up just a little. Madrid and Rome keep that sunshine and the warmth too, but not as warm as it has been, and it's certainly going to be a drier week ahead in Berlin with much lighter winds. Hello there. A deep area of low pressure has brought some stormy weather yet again this week across North America. Flooding rain, significant snow, tornadic activity, and that low is now moving out of the Great Lakes and taking snow up into southeast Canada, and the trailing tail end of that front still producing some rain. Now ahead of it, we've got a southwesterly flow, so it's milder, but behind it, the wind comes from a northwesterly direction, much cooler as we move into the weekend. But with high pressure building from the west, a much quieter weekend ahead. That will certainly come as welcome news for many. We're already starting to see the signs of that quieter weather story, really. Just a little bit of fair weather cloud into Vancouver, but British Columbia relatively dry or cloudy. Oregon down into California, lots of sunshine, and that spills further inland for Nevada and across the Rockies where it's been pretty stormy. So the city forecasts into the weekend show a good slice of sunshine and some warmth. Temperatures high teens, mid-20s perhaps for Los Angeles on Sunday. The trail end of that weather front still producing some rain on Friday down into New York, albeit showery, through Washington, Atlanta, Georgia. As I say, mild on Friday, but then behind it, that colder northwesterly wind kicks in. So there'll be lots of sunshine to look out for over the weekend, but a noticeable difference with the feel of the weather. As you can see in New York, back to single figures, but it'll be dry in Montreal. Hello there. If you've been following the weather forecast for South America in recent days, there's little change in the story at the moment. The sharpest of the showers are likely to be close to that Amazon basin, and you can see those being picked up on the satellite picture quite clearly. But we've also got some showery outbreaks of rain close to the Andes and down through southern parts of Argentina, and some intense showers across Brazil. So let's take a look at that in a little more detail. Venezuela, Colombia, down into Ecuador, sharper showers here, some of them merging together for longer spells of rain, and there has been some localised flooding. Sharper showers into southern Brazil, some of these a bit of a nuisance towards Rio de Janeiro. Some sunshine into Uruguay, but there will be a few showers as well through Argentina, and the southern tip of Chile stays windy with some outbreaks of a light rain as well. City forecasts for the next few days show the threat of showers continuing for Rio and Buenos Aires, dry and sunny in Lima. Now let's take a look at Mexico and Central America. Trailing weather front still producing the threat of a few showers across the east coast of Mexico, but into Central America, it's fine, it's settled, it's quite sunny through Costa Rica, down into Panama. It looks likely that we will see just a few isolated showers through the Caribbean, one or two of those affecting parts of Cuba. And it looks as though those showers continuing to be a threat into next week as well. That's it. Take care. Hello there. Tropical cyclone Idai made landfall in southern Mozambique on Thursday evening, and you can see that on our satellite picture. It continues to track further inland, obviously losing some of its intensity, but still bringing some very heavy rain, and we've still got rough seas in that area. So the heaviest of the rain across southern Mozambique, also into Zimbabwe for the start of the weekend as well. Elsewhere, we've got some showers clearing away from Cape Town, and we've also got a few showers threatening threatening to the far northeast, all tied into some stormy weather across the Mediterranean at the moment. But it's an improving picture as we move towards the weekend and next week. As you can see, a good deal of dry, sunny weather in the forecast. Temperatures in Cape Town mid-20s likely. Elsewhere, we could see a few isolated showers for Kinshasa and Lusaka, but again, the emphasis is dry, settled and sunny. Now, it does look as though we will continue to see the threat of some showers moving in off the Levant coast, and they will track a little bit further east, affecting Georgia and also into northern Iraq. Further south of that, it's fine and settled. There were a risk of a few scattered showers close to United Arab Emirates, but that threat decreases as we move into the weekend. So that's the story generally across the Middle East. It's a fine, settled picture, and it looks likely that that's going to continue along the vein for the next 5 days. A lot of sunshine and some warmth with temperatures high 20s. Hello there. It's a dry, relatively settled story across much of South Asia at the moment, as you tend to get at this time of year. It's all about the sunshine and the heat building. But there are some showers threatening, as you can see, close to Sri Lanka. And we have seen a few across northeastern states of India as well. And that trend will continue, actually, as we move towards the weekend. So you can see those showers on Friday. They will fade away and then potentially return as well. There's also the threat of a few more showers down to Sri Lanka, maybe threatening towards the Maldives as well. But a good deal of dry, settled, sunny and hot weather now with temperatures into the high 30s. Fine with some sunshine, but cold into Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, seeing a little more in the way of cloud and a few scattered showers here. A little more cloud as well for higher ground of Afghanistan towards Pakistan. Then into India, as we've already talked about, it's a dry, settled story. Threat of a few showers for the Maldives, threat of a few showers into Sri Lanka, and also even on Saturday afternoon, threat of a few showers potentially towards parts of northeastern states of India. But the weather story is a dry, settled one predominantly. So other than those showers across Sri Lanka, as you can see, it's all about the sunshine and the warmth now at this time of year. It does look as though we could pick up a few scattered showers towards Tashkent as well, but elsewhere, dry, settled and sunny. Hello there. A forecast for Australia and New Zealand coming up shortly, but first of all, let's take a look at Asia, where things are relatively quiet at the moment. There's some pretty angry looking cloud on the satellite picture close to the tropics, and maybe the potential over the next week or so to see some storms developing. But elsewhere, it's a quieter story. You've got weather fronts moving away from Japan, an improving story here. Korean Peninsula into China, seeing much of a dry, settled, sunny picture. And in fact, Beijing seeing highs of 21 degrees. It will get warmer still over the next couple of days. Largely dry down to Hong Kong and into Vietnam, a scattering of showers close to northern Thailand. And then as we push a little bit further south into Indonesia, our usual heat of the day showers here. Temperatures in Beijing will peak at Tuesday with 24 degrees, but a change of wind direction brings a change of fortunes potentially for the middle part of the week. Some pretty intense showers as well, likely across the east coast of Australia. We've seen some really significant thunderstorms in Sydney of late, and it looks as though it will continue to be cooler and a little more unsettled here. At the same time for New Zealand, a scattering of isolated showers, but also some decent sunny spells and temperatures in Auckland perhaps into the mid-20s as well. So let's take a look at the city forecast for the next few days. It stays pretty unsettled for Sydney right into next week, but Wellington dry and sunny.